As a character who lives for the moment and embodies the present, Sonic exists as a character who always pushes forward, securing the future by saving the here and now, while rarely lingering on the past. While this is one of his strengths, as it means he almost never holds a grudge, it also means he'll never push to learn more about his history. Since he is genuinely our reference point for the world he exists within, as he's the main character, it means we're basically as blind to his past as he is. After recently watching the third Sonic movie, which was amazing by the way, I found myself falling back into the franchise, and after I looked through Gerald's journals in Sonic X Shadow Generations, I couldn't help but linger on the expanded details revealed in regards to Shadow's creation. Yet, another fact became equally clear to me: the fact that between the ultimate man of mystery himself and the main character, we knew far more about Shadow than his blue hedgehog counterpart. What we do know about Sonic is that he was born on Christmas Island on June 23rd. We know Sonic has no home, and we know Sonic appears to be an orphan as he's confirmed to have no parents. Beyond that, everything about his past is a complete enigma. While a lack of information itself wouldn't inherently necessitate this being the biggest mystery in the series, this lack of information combined with his frankly ludicrous power, and the fact that this power and the very nature of his existence is questioned by the narrative and the characters themselves, but never answered, does highlight how much of an outlier his existence is within his world. Allow me to clarify, the narrative has always depicted Sonic as an outlier within his universe. Aside from the obvious fact of him being the fastest thing alive, there's also his natural connection with the Chaos Emeralds that's superior to even that of the Master Emerald Guardian and is on par with the ultimate life form, a being designed partially for that purpose. Beyond this, his existence and his usage of the Chaos Emeralds to save the world was prophesied by an ancient civilization countless years before his birth. While the ancients in Sonic Frontiers trusted him with defeating the embodiment of death, a feat which he accomplished, a feat stated to transcend law, time, and the chains of fate itself. Of course, it's not like this is the first time he's achieved something at this level. He was also at the center of the defeat of Solaris, a super-dimensional entity that threatened the entire cosmology. He managed to remain completely unaffected by the mentally corrupting influence of Dark Gaia. He played a central part of that million-year-old cycle and was at the center of the defeat of that deity as well. He alone was fast enough that by accelerating through time, he restored the erased time-space itself, and his list of deific and cosmic skilled achievements just go on and on.
I'm Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog! I have no master, except the wind that blows free!
He's characterized by the wind and is often depicted as a force of nature. This aspect of his character, along with his power, speed, and skill, and just what he's been able to achieve, has led to many characters asking what or who he is. From the ultimate life form himself, only receiving the answer that he's a guy who loves adventure, to the creator of the Titans, who required more data to understand just what this hedgehog is. Yet even at the end of his trials, no answer was found. It's important to note that the ancients were well aware of the power of the Chaos Emeralds, arguably having more technical knowledge over them than anyone else in the modern world. Yet Sonic defeating the Titans with them was seen as an impossible feat in their eyes. The mystery of who or what Sonic is and what his origins are is one that's constantly alluded to yet never fully answered, a fact which I honestly love. I deeply appreciate stories where the main character, the one who we follow throughout the entire narrative, is the biggest mystery in that very same narrative. I do hope the narrative one day does decide to somewhat expands on the mystery of his history. Though I feel like the lack of a concrete answer is great for the character's almost mythological role in his narrative. So I'm certain that if any answer is given, it'd be the type of answer that just inspires more questions, and I wouldn't want it any other way. But if you think you have any answers or theories as to what Sonic might be, please do leave your theories down below. I'd love to hear them and maybe even make a follow-up video covering them one day.
I told you, I'm not a rat! I'm a hedgehog!
Thank you all for watching. I know this video is different from the topics my other videos have covered, but I felt this topic was one that inspired me. We're close to 1,000 subscribers, so my next video will likely be answering some questions I've been sent throughout the last 2 or so years. So if you have any pressing questions you'd like answered, please leave a comment below with them, and there's a decent likelihood I'll cover them. With that said, I'll see you next video. Goodbye everyone.